Have you ever wondered how Microsoft can sell the Xbox Series X for $500, but you couldn't even build your own comparable gaming PC for under $1,000? What if I told you that Microsoft isn't actually making any money at all on the console itself? The Xbox business is built on a strategy where the real profits come from somewhere else. Let's dive into how Microsoft pioneered this break-even strategy and why it's so successful. Microsoft's first big step into the console gaming world came in 2001 with the launch of the original Xbox. While the company had deep pockets from its success in software, it was still only a newcomer to gaming. Microsoft knew it needed to compete with well-established giants like Sony and Nintendo. To do that, they adopted a strategy that was first tested by Sony with the PlayStation 2. Sell the hardware at a loss and make up for it in software. The original Xbox was sold below cost, meaning that for every console sold, Microsoft actually lost money. But here's the key: they made up for it through game sales, licensing fees, and third-party developers, and of course, Xbox Live subscriptions. This was the start of a strategy that Microsoft would refine for years to come. Fast forward to 2005, and Microsoft launched the Xbox 360. This console was more affordable to manufacture, but it was still sold at a loss. Why? Because Microsoft had a bigger vision. By selling the console cheaply, they could get the Xbox 360 into as many homes as possible, creating a huge install base. This is where Xbox Live really started to take off. Subscriptions for online play and the sale of digital games were becoming more profitable than ever. Microsoft realized that the real money wasn't in the console itself, but in the ecosystem, the games, the subscriptions, and the accessories. Microsoft also pushed for early exclusivity on big titles like Halo 3, Gears of War, drawing more players to their platform. And as the Xbox 360's production costs dropped over time, they could slowly begin making profits on the hardware too. In 2013, the launch of the Xbox One didn't go as smoothly. The console was bundled with the Kinect, a motion sensing device that inflated the price to $499, making it way more expensive than the competing PlayStation 4. But Microsoft was still applying its break-even strategy. Even with the high price, the company wasn't profiting much from each Xbox One sold, especially given the costly Kinect. The solution? They later unbundled the Kinect and dropped the price to stay competitive. But here's where Microsoft's strategy evolved. With the Xbox One, Microsoft started investing heavily in services. Xbox Live was still crucial, but they were now focusing on the bigger picture: digital sales and the introduction of Xbox Game Pass, a subscription service that allowed players to access a library of games for a flat monthly fee. This marked a major shift in how the company viewed its gaming division, not as a console selling business, but as an ecosystem building one. In 2017, Microsoft released the Xbox One X, the most powerful console at the time. Even though this was premium product sold at $500, estimates suggested that Microsoft was still only breaking even or taking a small loss on every single Xbox sold. Why? Because by now, Microsoft was fully committed to its strategy: sell the hardware near cost and make money through services like Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live. The Xbox One X was about showing that Microsoft could offer the most powerful console in the market, building brand loyalty, and bringing more users into its ecosystems of games and services. By the time we get to the Xbox Series X and Series S in 2020, Microsoft's strategy is still crystal clear. Sure, they're still selling these consoles at or near cost, but the focus has completely shifted from hardware profits to building a massive user base for services like Xbox Game Pass. With over 25 million Game Pass subscribers as of 2022, Microsoft's gamble on services is paying off. Game Pass is a core part of their business model, offering everything from new releases to cloud gaming and even incorporating PC games. Microsoft is no longer just competing with Sony and Nintendo on hardware sales. They're also playing the long game of building an unbeatable ecosystem. So what have we learned? Microsoft's strategy of breaking even or taking a loss on hardware isn't just about getting consoles into homes. It's about building a platform that keeps players spending on games, services, and subscriptions for years to come. The Xbox consoles may not be the biggest money makers on their own, but Microsoft's real profits come from you. Whether you're buying a new game, subscribing to Game Pass, or renewing your Xbox Live Gold membership. It's a unique business model that prioritizes long-term growth over short-term gains, and it's been a game changer, literally, for Microsoft and the gaming industry as a whole. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll like my other video on the company Kodak and how they sabotaged their own company into bankruptcy. It's actually really crazy, and I think you should go watch it. I'll see you there now.